guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you this look right here. This is what I would call, I guess, like a going out look. It's a full glam, super summery, nice and bronzy. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, just keep on watching. As well, before we begin, I don't even gotta say it, hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's just get started. My eyebrows are filled in, they're cleaned up. I'm going to be taking this MAC Prep and Prime. This is a moisturizing primer. Basically, I'll put this on just using my fingers and I'll just pat it into my eyelids. So over top of my primer, I'm going to be taking this MAC paint pot. It's in the shade Soft Ochre. We're going to be taking this Morphe brush. It's like a flat compacting brush. What I do is I'll just dip into the product just a tad and I'll basically just press the product into my eyes. You don't want to apply it too thickly all at once because I find, just from experience, throughout the day the product will start to get like thicker, I guess you could say, and then it just looks dry and patchy and it ain't cute. So now that my eyelids are all set and primed, I'm going to be just taking a bit of the Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just going to put this over top of the paint pot that I just used. And basically just doing this so when I apply the eyeshadow, it's not too, I guess, sticky, you could say. And the shadows just blend easier. Alright, so moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to be using this Morphe palette right here. This is the 35W palette. But to start off, I'm going to be taking this shade right here for my transition color. So I'm just going to dip into that color using this round fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to start above. Alright, so now that we've just put on our transition color, I'm going to be taking this brush right here from Morphe as well. This is another round fluffy blending brush. This is from, I believe, like the rose gold collection. So I don't know the exact like number of this brush. I'll be going in next with this like chocolatey brown shade. And basically I'm just going to apply this right beneath my transition shade. So again, I just tapped in again that same color. I just want as much pigmentation as possible. And then from there I'm just going to blend to the gods. Using the same Morphe palette, I'm going to be taking now this brown right here. Using this brush from, again, the rose gold Morphe collection. And this is just a pointier fluffy blending brush. I'm going to blend it just basically towards the corner of my eye. I want it to be as intense, I guess you can say, but subtle as possible. So now that we're done applying those shadows, I'm going to be taking again that same MAC Soft Ochre paint pot and I'm going to apply this on my crease. Alright, so for my crease, I'm going to be using this Morphe palette right here. This is the 35F. I ain't even ready to show you guys this palette. It's just gone through a lot, okay? Honestly, this palette's so sad, I can't even bear with it.
Yeah, like here is dusted. It's okay.
So, oh my god, it's leaking on me. I'll be right back. So basically I'm taking this brown shade in the corner and I'm not going to put it all over my crease. I'm pretty much just going to put it towards the middle of my crease. So I'm going to be using this Morphe brush. This is from that same brush set I was telling y'all about. And it's just a flat compacting brush. I'm going to take MAC Fix Plus and just spritz this all over the brush, just so the color comes out more pigmented. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this just towards the middle of my crease and brush outwards. I'm going to try to create like an ombre effect on my crease. So this is just our middle shade. And now that that's applied in the middle, I'm just going to blend out the corner. So I'm going to take that same brown shade we used from this Morphe palette. I'm going to just tap into it and basically just darken up the corner and make it all blend. But I got that shade on my eye. I'm going to be taking this Stila Cosmetics. This is in the shade Gold Goddess. Pretty much it's like a metallic eyeshadow. I'll show y'all. It's super pretty. Pretty. It's like a nice little gold. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the applicator it comes with. I'm just going to apply that towards the inner corner of my eye. You have to be super careful though, because even for myself, I still make this mistake. I know how wet the product is and I'll just right away open my eyes and the color will transfer on top of my like eyelid area. So you don't want that to happen just because it looks super messy, I find. See, I just got it just a bit on the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same exact brush I used for my transition color and just like sweep away the product. Because we don't want you in my face. Bye. Alright, so I just finished the other eye off camera. As you guys can see, we have like a gold bronze moment going on. So now I'm just going to do my wing liner. I'm going to be using the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. This is in the shade Trooper Black. So what I like to do is just shake it up, get the product going. And I'm just basically going to do my wing. I'm going to start from like the tip of my eye and draw a line where I want my wing to go out. And then basically just connect the wing. I just did my wing liner off camera just because your girl was struggling intensely. So moving on, I'm going to be taking the Roller Lash by Benefit mascara and I'm just going to apply a light layer on my top lashes. So moving on to lashes, I'm going to be taking these silk lashes from Velour. These are in the style, what is it? Doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure they were like, oh, Fluff and Edgy. So yeah, we're gonna try these ones. I've worn these ones once before. I wouldn't say they're like my go-to lashes, but they're pretty decent. So what I like to do when applying lashes is I'll just bend the band inwards, just so it fits my eye perfectly and I'm not having too much of a hard time. And I'll let it just dry for like 30 seconds. And yeah. Ew. I think they're on pretty good. We got one eyelash in place. I'm going to do the other one off camera and then we're going to move on to our face. To moisturize my face, I'm going to be using the Glam Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer. I just got this last week. I got it for my birthday from Sephora. You know how you could pick out like a little gift? So I chose this one and I've been using it pretty much every day since I got it. Honestly, it does make my skin look more dewy and glowy. Especially if I'm not wearing makeup, I'll just put this on and my skin just illuminates. So now that we're all moisturized, I'm going to be taking the Smashbox Photo Finished Primer. I'm pretty much just going to apply this over the moisturizer, just in my like T-zone area, so on my nose, my forehead, my chin, just to minimize my pores. My skin today is just feeling so crusty. Before this video, I was just like sitting picking at my skin. I always do that. It's the worst habit. Don't do it. But yeah, my skin just needs a lot of help right now. Yeah. So to go on to foundation, I'm going to be taking the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. This is in the shade Tres Leche. Yeah, something along those lines. I'll slowly just dab in using my beauty blender. So this is a full coverage matte foundation. Honestly, one of my top like 5 go-to foundations when I'm going out. It does last super long, and I find it doesn't crease in like my smile area, around my eyes, so it's a candidate for a top 5 for sure. I'm just blending that all over. With this foundation, I like portioning where I put it. So what I mean by that is I'll do one side of my face just because it does oxidize a bit quicker. So you want to get in and blend at the same time. Alright, so now that our foundation is on, I'm going to be using the Nars Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. This is my favorite concealer at the moment. So basically I'm just putting this concealer all under my eyes, just in those areas that I want super bright. I'm going out. Well, I don't know if I'm going out actually, but this is like a night out tutorial, so if I were to go out, I would for sure put this much concealer. I'd be super heavy-handed. And once that's all in place, I'm just going to blend it out using my beauty blender again. Alright, so I just finished blending out my concealer. Now I'm going to be taking this Nars concealer. It's in the shade Hazelnut, and I like using this to contour my face. So instead of using a contour stick, I like using concealer. I just find the formula for me, it's obviously easier to blend out because it's concealer. It's like a smoother consistency. But I don't know why when I blend it out, it just looks so like airbrushed and it's super pretty. So I'll show y'all. I honestly tried using this by accident. Like one of my friends who's obviously this shade color left her concealer in my makeup bag. And I was like, I want to try this to contour, and bro, my life has been changed ever since that day. I've been buying this shade. As you can see, it's super easy to blend, and it just looks so airbrushed. It's amazing. It's amazing. So now that that's all blended out, I'm going to be taking again that concealer I used in the shade Custard, and I'm just going to cut out my contour. Alright, so to set all that in place, I'm going to be using the Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm using my beauty blender and dipping just into that product and applying it on my under eye and pretty much like everywhere we put concealer. The Huda Beauty foundation is already super matte, so you don't need that much powder, but personally I just always like baking my face. I find if I don't do it, I don't have the same effect on my skin, like that airbrushed or whatever effect. You guys know what I'm saying, right? But yeah, I'm applying this on my chin, on my smile lines, because, you know, when I go out, I'll be smiling all night, so I just want that in place. Alright, so this has been baking for a minute. Now I'm gonna move on and just swipe away this excess powder. So I'm reusing this Morphe Y1 brush. Alright, so to kind of like even out my skin tone, I'm gonna use this medium golden powder from MAC. It's just like my shade pretty much. And what I do is I'll use that same Morphe Y1 brush and I'll just apply it all over my skin. So even over my contour area and down my neck, just so my skin is all blended evenly. Especially when I'm going out, powder is literally my best friend. Like, I can't get oily, I can't crease, nobody got time. Especially when you go out, like, clubbing, for example. Like, who has time to go touch up? I don't do that ish. Alright, so moving on to my contour. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. Probably, like, these two right here. I'm just going to mix a bit of those. And again, I'm using this Morphe brush. This is from that same brush set that I've been using. I'm just going to contour my nose a bit, and I'm going to use that medium shade from the same contour kit. So I like using these type of brushes right here. This is again from the Rose Gold collection. Pretty much it's just like a flat square brush, so it's really perfect for just fitting in your nose.
Like starting from the top of my nose and just chiseling in. Then I'll go around my nostril area and kind of just top my nose.
So now we're gonna move on to finishing up like the eyes and the eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I'm gonna be using the Ready to Set Brow by Benefit. This is just like an eyebrow gel. To finish off my eyes, I'm going to be applying some eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I'm going to be using the same colors I went in with. So I'm going to start off with using this chocolate brown for my outer crease. In that, I'm going to use this rose gold Morphe brush. It's like a flat blending brush. So I'm just going to dip into that and apply it to my lower lash line.
Just putting it in the outer corner and blending towards my lash.
So now that that's applied in my lower lash line, I'm going to be taking this color here that I used in my inner corner. It's like the auburn chocolatey, I say everything's chocolatey brown, but it's just brown here. It's like a burgundy brown, I want to say. So for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Marc Jacobs eyeliner in the shade Blocker. So it's just like a twisting applicator, and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. This is my like favorite eyeliner ever. It's absolutely amazing. It's the only eyeliner I feel like I don't have to touch up constantly. I'll just stay on throughout the night. So it's really a good go-to eyeliner when you're going out especially. Okay, so now I'm just taking again the Roller Lash by Benefit. I'm going to apply this to my lower lashes. Alright, so moving on to my highlighter, I'm going to be using by Fenty Beauty this highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife. It's like my top. I keep saying everything I use is my favorite product, but obviously because I use it, I love it. So Trophy Wife is like a super nice highlighter. If you haven't tried it yet, I strongly suggest going to Sephora and buying it right now. Right, so to apply my highlighter, I'm using this brush right here. This is from the Morphe Rose Gold collection. I'm gonna just take a bit of Fix Plus and spray this on the brush, just so the highlight is more pigmented, even though Trophy Wife, it don't even need Fix Plus, but we're just gonna do it anyways. And I'm just gonna apply this on my cheekbone. So this highlighter right here, when applying it, I find you have to be super careful because it's not like one of those highlighters where you just dip in, swipe, it's on. It's more of a loose highlighter, I want to say. So a lot of the sparkles do transfer everywhere very quick. So especially using this type of brush right here, you'll be perfectly fine. I like just patting in the highlight and swiping at the same time, just so it goes on where I want it to go. Kind of just blend. It's very sparkly, but we're going to the club, so it's okay. Alright, so my camera just died in the middle of my highlighting. Sad, but basically what I did off camera was I just applied that same highlighter, the Trophy Wife, on my eyebrow bone as well as the inner corner of my eye. Now that we're all highlighted up, I'm going to be using this Tarte blush in the shade Party. Okay, suits the occasion. Taking this, if I can even open this. Alright, there we go. So it's this like pretty blush. I'm going to be using this Morphe brush right here. It's like an angled blending brush. So I like applying it after my highlight just because I find it blends easier. So I'm just going to like smile a bit and just dab it in my cheeks. I freaking love blush. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, can really finish off a look. And I'm kind of going to apply a bit on my forehead to give that like sun-kissed look. Alright, so finally moving on to my lips. Today I want to go for like I don't know, I was going to do a light nude, but I thought I would do something different, so I'm going to be doing a dark brown. I'm going to be using from MAC these two together. This is a lip liner in the shade Chestnut, and the lipstick is in the shade Photo. So it's pretty much this gorgeous brown shade. So I'm just outlining my lips right now. I do overline a tad when it comes to the top lip. I personally hate my top lip. It's like non-existent when I talk, but we all got our insecurities, okay? Alright, so I just applied the lip liner. I'm now going to take the lipstick. I'm just going to apply that on my lips. Wow, I haven't rocked like a dark lip in so long. I'm not really used to this, but okay. Finally, I'm just going to set my face using the MAC Fix Plus. Literally almost forgot to do this. I'm going to put that everywhere. And let that just dry up. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a comment down below, like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, hit that bell button if you want to be notified every single time I post. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.